For the past few months, I've been noticing something interesting. And as I scroll through YouTube, I see a lot of famous actors, athletes, professional stars who I would usually see on the big screen are now building their worlds on YouTube. And that hit me. Why are all these stars coming here? Because the times have shifted. Hollywood isn't the only studio anymore. YouTube is now the new studio. This is where you can build your culture and your audience and have an impact. So, if you want to build your own culture, here are 3 things that you need to do. Step 1, define your niche. First things first, you have to figure out what it is that you are good at. And this is the part that most people struggle with, and this is the first step. Many people struggle to find their niche, but often it's closer than they actually think. So I have 4 ways that can help you figure out what is your niche. Now, the first way is pretty simple. It's whatever it is you do on a daily basis. What's something that you naturally do every day? Maybe it's organizing, solving problems, or even a simple hobby like cooking or gardening. Even if you don't like it, you know you do it a lot. And there are a lot of people who want to learn about the things that you do on a daily basis. So maybe that is a niche that you can bring to YouTube so that you can build your culture of people who will follow you and learn from you in that area. The second way is think about something that you do and you lose track of time. Like, what is an activity that you can dive into for hours and you just forget about eating, like lunch, eating dinner? You forget about eating snacks. Like, you're just so invested in this project or in this routine, whatever that is, that you lose track of time. Like, time stands still. Like, it's the activity that you do for long periods of time. And then you look at your watch and you're like, oh my gosh, it's 7 p.m. Or, oh my gosh, it's 10 p.m. I've been doing this thing for 5 hours straight. I didn't even realize it. 9 times out of 10, that's something you need to be talking about. That's something that you need to bring to YouTube so that you can build your culture. That's often a sign. So, whatever that is, look into that. Okay, third way. And hear me out on this. It's usually something that makes you angry. And I like to call it righteous anger. It's not just anger that you just go out and just start destroying stuff or you start doing things in a negative manner. No, it is a righteous anger. It's something, it's something that frustrates you. Like, it's something that when you see it, you're like, man, if it were me, I would have, or man, I could have, oh, why didn't they just, man, I don't understand why, if you start off your sentences like that and you've been doing it on a daily basis, and especially towards your friends or family members, you've been constantly riffing on this thing, that means that you are supposed to step into that world and help fix it or bring something new to the table. That is another sign showing you what maybe your niche is that you are supposed to be helping so that you can build a culture. I've had plenty of righteous anger around certain things. For me, I grew up in church, born and raised in church. And I would, as a young kid, watch these biblical films. And I would enjoy them. And then I would go see like a Steven Spielberg movie. And I would say to myself, man, why aren't the biblical films like this Steven Spielberg film? And it bothered me. And as time went along, I just kept watching these Bible films. And then I would watch these movies in theaters and I'd be like, hey, something's not adding up. I don't like this. And I built a righteous anger. That's why now I'm a professional actor and I'm in the industry. And I will do biblical films. I will tell stories from the Bible because those are some of the greatest stories. But it started with the righteous anger. And so it got me into the field of acting, got me into the field of film production, but it started with righteous anger. What is that for you? What is that thing that you're like, man, why didn't they just? Because that may be the area that you are supposed to step into or that you're doing now, and you just need to take it a step further. And that can be the thing you use to come here on YouTube to build your culture of people. So one of my favorite speakers, Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe said, you can't talk about what you're angry about unless you're willing to be the change. You can't criticize something that you are not willing to change. The fourth way to figure out your niche is to listen to what others are saying about you. And what I mean by that is, what are people affirming in your life? And I'm not just talking about your family members, like especially mom, because you know moms are going to ride with you. Oh, baby, you are so good in this. You are so great in that. Every time you do this thing. I'm not talking about family. And I'm not talking about certain friends, some friends, right? Because they could be yes men and women. I'm talking about in general. What do people, strangers, colleagues say about you? Are they constantly like, wow, you know what? You're really good at this. Or, man, I wish that you had a class on this. Or, man, I can listen to you talk about this subject for hours. Those are things you shouldn't overlook, right? And especially if it's a consistent comment, it's consistent compliment, consistent affirmation in the same area that they're telling you. I had one friend, I would do these private acting lessons with different people. And one of my friends, you know, he wanted to get into acting. So I started doing private acting lessons with him. And like 3 weeks into these private acting lessons, he said to me, man, bro, you should really think about going on YouTube and teaching acting. Because the way you teach it, I've never heard that. I've never seen that, right? And he wasn't the only person that said that to me. Several people said that to me. Several people said that to me about acting, about directing, about filming, lighting. So here I am. That is a niche, film production, and all those things encompass film production. So that's why I'm here, to help creatives to create in the area of film production. But even if you're not in film production, I'm here to help you to create your culture through your creativity. And these are the many ways that can help you find what is the niche that you have. What is that thing that you can bring here to YouTube so that you can start building that culture? Step 2, study your niche. Study your niche. Once you find what that niche is, once you find what that thing is that will help you to create your culture, you need to study it. You may be already doing it, but you need to constantly become a student. You know, a lot of people come up to me and be like, man, Elisha, you know, I always wanted to do acting. I really want to do acting. I've always been interested in it. And I go, okay, so what are you doing? Right now, I don't really have any classes or any. Okay, well, what plays are you reading? What movies are you watching? What books are you reading on filming? Are you filming any scenes? Are you getting together with friends? Are y'all putting together shows? Are y'all recording yourselves? Are you studying on camera auditioning techniques? Are you studying just the world of filmmaking, right? What are you doing? When you find the thing that you're good at, when you find the thing that you want to do, you have to constantly be growing in it. You should never stop growing in the field you want to grow in. Once you know it, you have to study it. You have to have a student mentality. Malcolm Gladwell in Outliers says it takes about 10,000 hours to master something. So be a student. The mindset you need to have is, I want to be the best person in this field. I want to be the master in this field. So that means you must study constantly. And once you get all that knowledge, right, you're filled up with all that knowledge. Now you have to teach it. Now you have to teach it. And when you teach it, you're going to be more confident because you've spent so much time studying it day in and day out, that you're ready to teach it to others. Now, one person told me the best way you can learn something is by teaching it. So here's a little tip. Whatever you read, if you're reading for something new or you're reading a book right now or you finish a chapter, every time you finish a chapter, put it into application. Apply it. Apply it. Put it into practice immediately, or call someone and start talking to them about it. Teach them about it. That is one of the best ways to have what you just read, to retain it right there in that moment by teaching it. Step 3, capture your niche. Keep it simple. What you need is a camera, good lighting, and clear sound. Find a space you love. Set it up just how you like it. Put your camera in front of you and make sure you look good, you're well lit, and it's clear. And get your sound right. Then press record. The goal is not perfection, it's consistency. Show up regularly, capture your ideas, and speak authentically. That's how you build your culture, by being real, being consistent, and showing up as your best student self. So these are 3 steps to get you started in building your culture. Find your niche, number 1. Number 2, build knowledge on that niche as much as possible. Number 3, capture that niche, meaning teach it and record it. And then put it out to the masses so that you can create your culture. Like and subscribe. Let's create.